25 weeks to go until my attempt on the Bob Graham round. It's also Christmas Eve. Last week was all about a milestone run that I did up to Harndorf and back. So about 80 kilometers up into the Adelaide Hills and back. I left early in the morning to try and beat the heat. It's forecast to be a pretty hot day, and certainly turned out to be so. So left early, and the run up to Harndorf was beautiful. First couple of hours in the dark, and then just a beautiful morning. There was still some coolness in the air, and beautiful trails through the Adelaide Hills. Caught up with a couple of friends along the way, which was lovely. Got some support, refilled my flasks, had some food up in Harndorf, and then the journey back was hot, and I really struggled. I think what I was most pleased about last Wednesday was being able to raise money for Southern Cross Kids Camp. And what was really lovely was, as I went through the day, putting some updates on Facebook and seeing the fundraising total increase through the day, and that was really motivating. I think if I hadn't publicised what I was doing, if I wasn't fundraising, probably would have stopped with about 20k to go. I was really suffering in the heat, but was motivated to finish it off and managed to raise about $2,000 for SCKC, which is great, and will mean that every camper can get a personal age-appropriate Bible on the camp this year, which is wonderful. In terms of preparation for Bob Graham, yeah, I was really pleased with how it went. Although I was super tired, exhausted in the heat, I pulled up pretty well. Didn't have any blisters, didn't have any kind of soreness in knees. A couple of days after a long run like that, I expect to have a lot of muscle soreness, but even that wasn't too bad. I haven't actually run in the last week since doing the Harndorf run, but that's been more to do with time pressures than not feeling up to it. I think one thing that struck me was just how much these long runs are an eating challenge. That's what people say. There's a physical challenge, there's a mental challenge, but it's also an eating challenge, just managing to get enough calories in as you go, and particularly as you're running and you're pretty churned up, you often don't really feel like eating or even drinking at times. And I was struck by just like needing to almost force myself to get calories in. I think on the Bob Graham I'll be served well by having support runners with me who can remind me to keep drinking, to keep eating, keep that energy up. But yeah, I was struck by just that dimension of it. I am not in a position where I could take on the Bob Graham right now, although the distance is relatively comparable. So I did 80k's last week, Bob Graham's just over 100. The real differential is in the elevation. So last week, I felt like I was climbing some hills, but the total elevation last week was about 1,300 meters. The Bob Graham is 8,200. Just a massive increase in elevation. So I need to keep getting out in the new year, getting my weekly elevation up. Keep going with the strength training. So not ready yet, but I've got about 6 months to go, and it was a good stepping stone in my preparation. My next milestone run, I think, is going to be end of January, planning to take part in an organised run down in Port Elliot, which starts at 6 p.m. and goes through to 6 a.m. So I'll just experience what it's like to be on my feet and keep moving through the night. So I'll let you know more about that as it approaches. Thanks so much for messages of support and encouragement along the way last week, and your engagement with the channel. Thanks for those who were able to make a contribution in support of SCKC. Yeah, really grateful for all of that. I really hope you have a wonderful Christmas and wish you every blessing for the new year. I'll see you in the next one.